How's the market? The interest rates are rising, inventory's climbing. What's going on? Stick around. We're going to talk about that today on Q&A Sunday. Hey everyone, Rich Dallas, Berkshire Hathaway, the Dallas-Fincham team, and on today's episode of Q&A Sunday, I'm going to tackle that number one question that all agents get: how's the market? So we're going to break down a few numbers. We're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to make sure that you're not in a panic mode, because right now is an amazing time to buy. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start it off with this right here. Whatever you buy today, you're going to be very happy you did in 2 years, because it's going to be worth more money. Putting my stamp on that one. Now, obviously, the world could come crashing down. No one has any idea. I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm telling you right now, everyone that I'm listening to, all the experts are saying that the market is going to stay strong because the demand is so incredibly high. Yes, interest rates have climbed. They were in the beginning of the year, we're talking about 3.5, and now we're talking about 6. That's not the end of the world. That is still an amazing interest rate. And if the market were to adjust in a different direction and go down, you could always refinance. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening with inventory in our Pittsburgh market. Active inventory as of filming this was 4,597 homes. That's just residential. That does not count commercial, leases, anything like that. Just talking about residential homes. And that's townhouses, condos, all of those things, all lumped into one. That inventory hasn't been that high since December of 2020. And we all remember what December of 2020 was like. It was crazy. Everyone's hair was on fire, even mine. And so what that means is inventory is climbing. That means that some buyers have pulled out of the market because of the interest rates. It stopped their buying power, but it does not mean to panic. So let's talk about a little other numbers, because there's some really interesting statistics in here. The last 7 days, 524 houses reduced their price. Now that sounds like a big number, but when you actually look at it, when we were tracking the inventory every week from 2020 all the way through the end of 21, so we did it through the entire main part of the pandemic, 500 price reductions was normal. So it's still normal in our market. That's not something you have to worry about. And a price drop does not mean to panic. Don't fall for the clickbait of all the national media. The national media's job is to scare you into doing something, whether that's freaking out or clicking their story to make them more money. Don't fall for the clickbait. Don't look at these headlines and be like, oh my gosh, the world is crumbling. It's not. Pump the brakes. Everything is going to be just fine. Now, new inventory in the last 7 days is 755. That's pretty good. That's a pretty solid week. Now, back on the market, houses that went off the market but came back on in the last 7 days, 97 houses came back on the market. So that could be financing falling through. That could be home inspection issues. It could be a number of things. Now, this is the staggering one, because this number is pretty high in comparison to any other time that we've ever been looking at inventory. In the last 7 days, 118 houses went expired. So that means they didn't sell. So that means either the seller decided not to sell and they pulled it off the market, then their agent expired it, or their contract lapsed and it went expired. There's a number of reasons why that could happen, but 118 is a pretty high number, because we were seeing 3 or 4, maybe, okay, let's just call it 50, when we were in the crazy time of the market. So that is a little bit about the numbers. I don't want you guys to freak out. I don't want you to panic. If you have any questions of what's happening in your neighborhood specifically, reach out to me, reach out to someone on the team. My number is 412-965-6387, and we would be happy to talk about your specific house and how the market is affecting your equity and your buying power and how the interest rates are doing and everything you would possibly want to know about buying a house or selling a house or investing. That's what to do right now. One of the things we're going to talk about in a future episode is going to be how housing market compares to inflation. So stick around for that one. You're going to want to call us to start investing. All right. Happy Sunday. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.